Hello, hello, my friends. It is Friday, May the 2nd, Mayday Part 2, preparing for Mayday Part 3, May the 3rd, tomorrow, Saturday. May it be massive. All right, let's see what we've got. So much is going on. So much is going on. I am so proud of you guys. All right, let's dig in. All righty, my lovelies. It feels like everybody wants to talk about the ICC situation again. So we're going to go into it with a little more detail because I've been brushing up on it as well to see why folks keep talking about it. And the bottom line is the same, darling. The bottom line is the same. We would still need someone to swoop them up, but there are some layers to it. So in addition to the whole Jack Smith thing and him already having information and being part of the ICC now, the issue is this: that Unlawful Alien Invasion Act was a wartime proclamation. So now there's wartime additional charges, etc., that come into play now, since they use that as their excuse to do this. Part of the contract they have with Venezuela is specific to convicted criminals being shipped out there. And as we all know, no one's being convicted of anything. In fact, right now, if you pay attention to what they are saying, and you need to pay attention to what they are saying. I know it's a lot, I know it's heavy, but it's important because everything they put out there is something that is foreshadowing for the future. So right now they're, activist judge requires ICE to have a warrant before they arrest someone. What an activist judge. Okay, that's activism. Just like learning how to read and how to have empathy is leftist propaganda that needs to be defunded. So everything is getting a new meaning. It's very playbook. But anyway, going back to this. Okay, so El Salvador and Venezuela are members of the ICC. The ICC has protections in place. And so Venezuela filed for motions because El Salvador is accepting people who are not criminals into a place that is built to hold maximum security terrorists. And they're innocent folks. They've been sending unconvicted persons. So even though Mr. Buka, you know what I want to call him, was all puff chest while he was over here and joking about how he doesn't have to return anyone and how no, he doesn't have a criminal. Now that, remember, it's a developing country. They get money from, I believe it's NATO or the UN, like they get international money. So they need to stay on the good side if they want to keep getting those funds. So now they're backpedaling just a little bit. And oh, hey, are you sending us convicted people? You're sending us convicted people, right? When they know damn well they're not. Meanwhile, over here, Team Stench is looking for other countries that's willing to be a little less by the book when it comes to just accepting people that they want to kick out. By the way, while they're trying to kick out those people, you know they're trying to import. I believe there are 70,000 of those white South Africans interested in coming here because they can express their ZZ beliefs. Remember that when Co-Sugar Daddy Doo-Doos, when they opened that, said, white Africans that are feeling oppressed, you could come here and act out all your Ray desires because America is now worse off than apartheid South Africa. Yeah, they've got about 70,000 wannabe robe members lined up interested in that program. Okay, they are importing backup. And some of y'all still think that this is going to go away in 4 years. Okay, sure, Jan. Anyway, back to the ICC thing. So, it could get messy, and they could issue warrants, for almost the whole kit and caboodle. Everyone that had a hand in any of the planning, any of the messaging, any of the strategizing. So a good chunk of that cabinet could go. Here's the problem. Putin has one. He's got a warrant with the ICC. Netanyahu has got one. And they just avoid the countries that are going to cooperate and hand them over. They come here. They hang out with each other. So these guys would just hunker down and they would only go to other places where they're welcomed by other people with warrants. And otherwise, they'll just stay here and hide forever. So we would need some extra help, okay? Because the current sitting people aren't going to do anything. Folks are like, is the military going to do something? The military is about to spend $10 million or more of our money to throw a parade for someone who never served, who's also trying to get rid of Veterans Day because he's jealous of the living veterans and he feels like only the ones who are dead from World War I should be honored. Anyone who's currently alive and served should not be honored because he can't be honored for it. Like, you understand, when you give a mouse a cookie, when you give a narc what it wants, it just wants more. There's no bottom. And you're dealing with not just him, a team of people like him, and all of the people who are calling themselves Christians and patriots that are aligning with it are also narcissists. And most of them them have problems of some kind, usually alcohol, but it could be something else. The higher up it goes, the more ritzy and fancy the vice gets, okay? So that's what everyone's talking about, because that wartime level is juicy, and Venezuela's filing complaints. El Salvador is absolutely going to get their little hand spanked at the least. And there is a possibility that Jack Smith, the ICC, could issue warrants for half of the team, but somebody still has to scoop them up. So we're not resting on our laurels and waiting for that. While we would love that, okay, listen to the people who are here and who are telling you that we have to do something and that time is running out. I don't want anyone else feeling like they can sit and wait for someone else to step in. Someone else is not going to step in. No one's going to step in. Congress has literally tried to legislate power. They are threatening SCOTUS like, y'all aren't paying attention. They're going to get away with as much as they can as long as people are standing around going, oh, it won't be that bad. And yet again, they are going after their people the hardest. Okay, they just lowered the federal contractor minimum wage by $4 an hour. Okay, that's a lot of their people. Small businesses are dealing with the tariff hits. And of course, their followers are making fun of all these people, right? They're making fun of veterans. They're making fun of military people. They're making fun of small business owners. They're making fun of people who have college degrees. They're making fun of federal contractors. Basically, they're making fun of federal workers. Okay, not the senators and governors and all them. They're fine, but government workers, basically every job in America that isn't whatever their jobs are, which is what, Piggly Wiggly and self-made like plumber. And again, not knocking it, just saying these are the people that just point them. You tell them not to like them, and now they're all on there going, that's what you get for trying to have a small business. Well, that's what you get for going to school. Well, that's what you get. Everything is that's what you get. You're dealing with schoolyard bullies who have never grown up, who all have problems, and you're waiting for someone else to step in and take the reins. You got to take the reins, baby. The word that you don't want to say, the words that you don't want to say, you got to say them. Okay? You got to say them. So here's the other thing that I left out or forgot to mention. They are talking about this atrocious budget. Like, they want to move so much money over into the military budget. They want to set a world record with I forgot how many trillions. I made a talk post that has a screenshot at the end. Record-setting budget bump to the military budget and DHS, and of course defunding all kinds of health services, water testing, things that people need, defunding all of that in order to fund more money over where we definitely don't need it, where they can hide it and sneak money out in all these contracts. Perfect example. Okay. Everyone that's hopping on this ICE thing, there's a lot of money in this. These detention centers, when they are at max capacity or over, they're essentially making between $35 and $40 million a day of taxpayer money. So all of the people who own these facilities are friends of the campaign. They are making money off of us. They are taking our money. They're using us to take our money. The women are being moved around, except for the word begins with T and I can't say, the women and children, right? The men are being sent to disappear. We're looking for other countries that are going to be less scrupulous about it. And the boots on the ground are being encouraged to be as nasty as possible. You saw they're trying to raise as much money as possible for the people that are willing to use slurs in public while going against the families for holding their ground, okay? The Carmelo Anthony case. The more they dig, the worse it gets for them, because this is a clean and cut case. So they keep getting madder because they can't use their default Ray ideals to excuse why one of us should be expired again. And it's just infuriating, right? To see any excuse. Did you get a D once in math class in 5th grade? Well, that means your life, you deserve it. You deserve it. Take the whole family out. That kid over there had a problem in gym class when he was in 2nd grade. That's enough. That's enough. Those are the people holding the reins, darling. Those are the people holding the reins. So let them know that they are outnumbered. Mayday, day number 3, is tomorrow, Saturday. Okay, these people need to know that they are outnumbered because the bots online have them thinking otherwise. All right, remind them who the real people are, please. Thank you.